It's surrounded by sharks, scorched by deserts, and guarded by one of the harshest environments on Earth. But that's not even half the reason why invading Australia is a terrible idea. When you think of military superpowers, Australia might not be the first name that comes to mind. But this massive island continent is one of the hardest countries to invade, not just militarily, but geographically, culturally, and even biologically. I'm Jessica, and this is Beyond Borders, where geography meets mind-blowing global stories. Here's the first thing invaders would face: nothingness. Over 70% of Australia is just unlivable. The outback isn't just a desert, it's a dehydration death trap. In Witu, Japan mapped the coastline but never launched a full invasion. Why? They knew supplying troops across thousands of miles of scorched wasteland was suicide. But it's not just the land. Let's talk about water, or the terrifying lack of it. Imagine fighting a war while watching for snakes, jellyfish, and spiders that can kill you in minutes. Australia is home to 20 of the 25 most venomous snakes on Earth. The inland taipan's venom is 50 times deadlier than a cobra's. Box jellyfish? One sting can stop a human heart in 3 minutes. Even the spiders here, funnel webs, redbacks, have sent soldiers to hospitals during training exercises. But let's say the invaders come prepared, with full military gear. They'd still have one massive problem. Australia is isolated, thousands of miles of ocean in every direction. No invading force could secure supply lines without being detected. During World War II, the US used Australia as a base because it was safe, too far for Japan to strike effectively. Today, any fleet would be spotted by satellites, drones, or patrols before it got close. Even if they conquer the coastline, they'll face a whole new enemy: the people. Australians are raised on the Anzac legend, the idea of resilience against impossible odds. Over 60% live in coastal cities, but these aren't easy targets. Sydney and Melbourne are fortified with military hubs, and during World War II, civilians trained in guerrilla tactics. Today, every citizen knows, if you threaten their home, they fight back. But here's the real secret weapon that makes invasion nearly impossible. Australia's mateship culture means they unite fast. Bushfires, floods, even pandemics prove it. Their cyber defense ranks top 5 globally. They share intelligence with the US, UK, and Japan. Early warning radars scan for threats from Antarctica to the Pacific. Translation: even before the first ship lands, they'll see you coming, and they'll be ready. Even if an invading army miraculously survived the deserts and the deadly wildlife, they'd face a problem no military can easily solve: Australia's sheer size. This isn't just a big country. It's a continent masquerading as one. Imagine trying to control a landmass almost as large as the continental United States, but with only a fraction of the roads, railways, or infrastructure. Most of Australia's critical resources, ports, military bases, and cities, are clustered along the coasts. Move inland, and you're stranded in a wasteland with no fuel, no supply lines, and no way to communicate. During World War II, the Allies struggled just to keep their own troops supplied in the outback. What hope would an invading force have? And here's the kicker: Australia doesn't even need to fight back. The land itself would do most of the work. China's ancient strategist Sun Tzu once wrote about the empty fortress tactic, making your enemy think you're stronger than you are. Australia doesn't even need to pretend. The vast uninhabited stretches of land aren't just empty, they're deceptive. Invaders might seize a coastal city, but holding it? That's a different story. Australia's population is highly mobile and resilient. During World War II, when Darwin was bombed, the government evacuated civilians inland within hours. Today, with early warning systems and rapid response military drills, any occupying force would find themselves trapped in a hostile environment, surrounded by a population trained to resist. And then there's the final. So next time someone calls Australia just a desert island with kangaroos, tell them it's a fortress hidden in plain sight. If you learned something new, hit like. And if you want more hidden truths about the world's geography, subscribe. It's completely free and helps us a lot. Curious how Canada survives freezing temperatures, bears, and border tension with the US? Watch this next.